Okay. Oh, man. Guys, I have a letter here today. I have a doozy of a letter. I think this is one that we definitely need to tackle. It's going to be hard because it is. It's advice on how to handle some of our behavior from a listener.
What?
Yeah,
It's a gaze into the mirror type of letter. Like, look at yourself.
Exactly. We have to, I think on this episode, we're going to take some very hard looks at ourselves and perhaps some of our behavior on this podcast, especially as...
How hard of a look?
Well, Andrew,
If I take too hard of a look at myself, I'll fall into that pond like narcissists and drown.
I can't look at myself for too long because I fall in love. But anyway, we're going to get to this and probably some other stuff, some sweet riffing on today's episode of Advice Fight.
Wait, no riffs today. Not even one. Bonjour, bienvenue, Advice Fight. Welcome to another one, everybody. My name's Adam Caton Holland.
My name is Ben Roy. Oh, wait. No, I want to do that over again. Je m'appelle Ben Roy. Je m'appelle Ben Roy. Come on, t'appelles tu?
Andrew?
Bien, ça va bien.
Je parle un petit français.
Où est la bibliothèque, la guerre? J'accuse. This is a competitive advice podcast. We're glad that you are here. We've got a... What's up?
Yeah. We are a competitive advice podcast, aren't we? I just realized that. We are.
Ben, we've been doing...
What time did you wake up? What time did you wake up this morning?
This morning I was in Tucson, Arizona, and I got up at 4 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning. So I'm feeling good. I've got about half an mg of Xanny in me right now because I am not enjoying flying again. And so I'm feeling a little loosey-goose, if you guys
will. Ben, I got to ask, your travel choices continue to confound and puzzle me. Are they economically driven? Is it that you're getting the cheapest ones here and you eschew any sort of convenience or self-care? Or are you just bad at this? Because I find that you travel in the dead of night.
First choice?
The first one in the morning.
The first flight?
There's often connections. I don't get it.
Seven questions. Okay,
talk
so
about your worldview.
I'd like
talk
to
about
choose,
your travel worldview. Explain
I'd like
it to me.
to answer with J, all of the above. Wow. That would be mine, J, because you guys give me like A through. But I do travel shitty. And there's no one that's ever said otherwise. But this one...
Well, you've got a lot of travel points. I bet you can get flights for free
app.
often.
In Ben's defense, it's an app, SHITTI. It's discount flights called Shitty.
And
No, this one was not that, though. This one was that I had a better flight yesterday originally. But I have been hanging out with a person... they came down to Arizona to
deliver a package.
They'd never been down there, and so we went to see some saguaros and Mount Lemon and stuff like that. And I needed to get back to record this stupid fucking podcast.
Wait a minute,
with you guys.
Hey, you mean to fucking push your career forward? Get yourself a little bit of money.
Your podcast. We all know
flights.
I am here as a guest and to forward your careers on the backs of Ben Roy Nation. Hashtag Ben Roy Nation. Thank you guys, by the way. Hashtag Ben Roy Nation. But no.
You're painting a picture that this podcast cut short. your picturesque romantic weekend in Tucson?
But Andrew, they were in the desert looking at saguaros.
Do you know how many things Ben has canceled recording this podcast for that are so he will bail on recording this for a tummy ache. Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh, I wanted to get back.
Shit.
I miss my sweet boys. Also, I have a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
Truth of the matter.
See, now it comes out. Now
Copy that.
But I will tell you this: this person, and I don't want to, whatever.
I like how cryptic you keep them. I'm picturing like a vampire, so don't give me any more information.
This person has a van that is converted to like glamping. It's a nice. It's one of those vans that an influencer kills their girlfriend in. It's a very nice like conversion
Hashtag van life. Hashtag van wife.
Yeah. I have never peed in so much Pyrex in my entire life because if you're in the middle of nowhere and you have to go in the middle of the night, you just drain it into a Pyrex mixing
just get
cup.
out of the van and pee
Jump
in the
out, take a
sand.
pee at midnight, look at the stars and the
Well,
saguaros.
see,
You're
that's
peeing in the
part
cook-
of it,
you're peeing in
y'all.
the cookware?
Last night I had to be near the airport because the flight was in the morning. So, we were parked like in the parking lot of a Hilton Garden Inn.
My God. That's what they say. If you're gonna, invest in a really nice van and glamp it up a little bit, try to keep it near the airport. Generally,
The other days were not near the airport, but this particular day, because I was leaving so early, it was like, we'll just van life it in the parking lot of a hotel. And so when you had to go potty, you go in an apparatus and then you dump it in the bushes.
I'll move on, but I have one more question.
Apparatus.
Did you ask the Hilton Garden Inn, or were you just like, we could probably
No,
park
you
here?
don't ask.
No, dude,
They
you don't
let
ask. You
stay.
just
they
fucking
won't let you stay.
No, you just park there and you get real quiet. I mean, it's nice. It has blinds and everything. So, this is a nice, this is one of your, like I got candy kiddos kind of van. This is a nice van. This is, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been pretty
anyway,
fun.
I said too much, and perhaps Ron could edit some of that out. No, I don't know.
You said
But,
almost nothing. You said you were with a person in Arizona in a van.
Yes.
What are you, a secret agent?
I'm a
Jesus.
coyote.
I was in a van with a person or persons.
Maybe Ron can cut that out.
But anyway, I did want to get back because I wanted to podcast, and it was my turn to bring the letter. And I would like to address this letter that we have today because I do feel like this person has, some concerns, and they worded it very, very generously and very kindly. But I do think it is something that, as three dudes running on a podcast here, that we should probably answer to. So I'm going to read this letter, and you guys can tell me what you think of this. So we're gonna fire this up. Here is today's piece of advice, Advice Fighters, Vice Squad. Here we go.
It's not the piece
Dearest-
of advice. It's the request for advice.
Dearest,
Yeah, it's not
dearest,
a piece of advice. Ben, we are to provide three
Oh,
pieces
that's
of
right.
advice.
That's right. That was
You've done it before, and I can't let it
You know,
slide
I blame the
this time.
first quarter milligram of Xanax on that snafu.
But that
the
is kind of a new twist, maybe. We provide three pieces of advice, and then we determine one letter that works for it. Like it's
and we
kind of
read
like a
the
reveal.
advice. We should do a
Yeah.
Jeopardy style. We read the advice, and then our
And then we
audience
buzz
has
in
to
with
guess
the
what the
question of
question is.
What is the prompt? Yeah.
Fuck
okay,
more.
amazing.
We just fuck more. And then Andrew's like buy and breed dogs, and then we go down, and then everybody has
I'm
to
like, kill him, kill him, kill him.
All right, here is our letter today. This is our advice. There's a question and the advice that is needed today. And here we go. Dearest doctors, and I'm already for this salutation. Lots of
Sure.
respect. I like
Yeah.
that. My favorite podcasters. Also love that. So starting off, letting us know that there's
we could
not
be talking about a lot of different pods, though.
No. It says my favorite podcasters are three guys who love each other.
That could be literally
and love to make fun of each other. So I think it's
Smartless.
Lately they've been making lots of jokes about marrying each other or having sex with each other or sucking each other off.
It is us. Okay.
And I don't think they're
It doesn't say sucking each other off. You just
added that. Yeah, that one I put in because we do that.
You made a joke about it as they were saying that we make jokes about it.
Exactly.
Like it. Very meta. Very meta.
I don't think they're homophobic or being mean, but it's definitely homoerotic, and I'm gay and they're straight, and sometimes it makes me feel some sort of way. Boys in high school would make the same jokes, but then act grossed out by it, and I would feel so not good. This sends me back to those feelings. It's not actually bad, but not good either, you know? Do you have any advice for not taking stuff like this so personally? I know my podcast buddies are good guys, and I don't want to feel this way. Signed, High T. That is the question. Wow. And I actually think this is a beautiful question and one we probably should answer for. I agree, but as an Austin comedian, I can say whatever I want. And if you have a problem with it, you're a woke warrior. And I'm just trying to. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, Adam,
if you can't take the heat,
I agree. You've already started your advice.
Mothership, bruh. I'm dangerous. This is comedy, and I will never apologize.
We're gonna take a quick break on that note and that little advertisement for the Comedy Mothership.
Guys, go to the Comedy Mothership. They've got so many good shows lined up. I am losing money fucking fast buying so many tickets to the Mothership because I go
being a headliner at a club that I'm not allowed into the green room of that club. That's where I want to perform. Anyway, with your fucking cigar circle jerk dickwads. Anyway, let's take a quick break. We're gonna pay some bills here. If you get a chance, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/Grolic Saves. I'm gonna save you all of the spiel today. If you listen to it, you've heard it. But just thank you so much for supporting. Please keep supporting. And if you can help out, it always means a lot. We're going to take a quick break. And when we return, we're going to pay for our sins. So please stay tuned.
Welcome back to the second act of Advice Fight. Second actors, thanks for tuning in. We read the letter. We got the request for advice.
Sure did.
And we're not going to tell you what it is. We're just going to get to it, second actors, and you'll have to kind of figure it out with context clues.
No, Adam. We're not going to do that. I think we should recap. No, I think the Jeopardy format. What is?
I'm really trying to reinvent. You know what I mean? I'm constantly reinventing.
Suck out the poison. That's my advice on one of them. Adam is cauterize the wound.
My advice, mine is get a new roof.
Yeah. That'd be such a fun
Andrew, what's your advice?
What's your advice?
Sell.
This has been another episode of Advice Fight. If you believe that you know what the request was, what the letter consisted of, write us. We will send you an Advice Fight hat if you win and are correct. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
That's all the episode is. Shortest episode
advice.
If you're just tuning in the second act here, first act, we had some sweet riffage, of course. That's always it. Try to keep the joke bowels moving with a hearty 7 servings of riffage a day.
Some roughage to keep you regular.
Exactly. And so now we have addressed today's letter, which basically is that this person is listening to a podcast, never defined which one it does, but which one it is.
I really think it's our podcast. I think
so
this is
too.
About us.
Basically saying that we may or may not be leaning a lot more lately into. Yeah, what? And we didn't answer this person's question at all.
But we think it's about us. They're like, Jesus, those guys are full of themselves.
This person is a member of the queer community, is a fan of the show, and has felt a little uncomfortable at times. I'm just using that word. They didn't necessarily say it in so many words, as to our homoerotic riffing. And
often going to the well of like, two of you guys are in love with each other, two of you guys are fucking each other, and they're like, you go there, you're going there a lot, guys, and it's making me feel some kind of way, kind of like I felt in high school sometimes, and
exactly, feeling like they know that we are well-intentioned, and that's what they're struggling with. So it's a really valid fucking question.
Absolutely.
Very difficult to answer. I think in the break, we were all like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to say to this. Maybe a couple earnestness horns. I don't know. But I think this is a good episode. I think this is a good question. If this is your first time on Advice Fight, you're just joining us, well, fuck you. Okay, but also welcome in, but also
fuck you
welcome
and welcome.
In.
We
Fuck
can help you.
And welcome.
No, fuck you for avoiding self-care and trying to be a better person your whole life, but also welcome, because it's never too late. You found us.
Exactly. Here's how this episode works. Here's how the show works. Basically, we are all going to get 3 minutes to give our advice based on this question. Once you get down to the 1 minute warning, once you have 1 minute left of your advice, you're going to hear this sound. Thank you, producer Ron. I love that one. And at the end, in Act 3, we will all vote for a winner to declare the best piece of advice for that episode.
Guys, as you may recall, last episode, let's go, I triggered the Patreon vote.
It still makes me fucking mad.
I'm not going there. I got it all out, but that was a callback for the loyal listeners.
No, I get it. I'm into comedy. I've been in comedy.
You're in comedy? You do comedy? Have I seen any of your
comedy?
stuff?
Is that what you said? You're into comedy?
I've been into comedy for a while.
Have I seen any of your stuff? Would I like it? Here are my 3 faves: Rogan, Hinchcliffe, Vaughn.
That's my Mount Rushmore. Wow, those are 3 big heads.
I call it Mount Mushmore. That's what it is.
No, I kicked it to Patreon, which normally we have to determine a winner. We can't vote for yourself, but sometimes there's a tie. We kick it over to Patreon. We don't like to do it because we don't necessarily trust Patreon all the time.
No, they're not scientists.
They're not. They're amateurs. But they get it right.
If we can't do it, if they
get it right sometimes,
once in a while they get it
they?
wrong. And today they did get it wrong because the last one they voted for me and they got that one right. But this one, Adam won the poll on the last episode's challenge. So Adam is clawing his way back out. And for the first part of this season, it was Andrew and I lowering a bucket down into the well and saying it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the holes again.
Whatever was in that bucket, I would devour it. I was so hungry down there.
Yeah, you ate a lot of that lotion,
it's
dude.
Raising Cane's. It's a 5-piece Raising Cane's. Surprise.
That was my favorite one.
You thought it was going to be something fucked up. You thought it was going to be something fucked up. It's a 5-piece.
That was your favorite one. You said that the bucket of tandoori chicken that I lowered down to you was your favorite.
I love this riff because I'm a captive that you're keeping in a well,
yes.
But you're really going all out on the meals and you're varying it up and you're going around the city.
Yeah, well, like I know you love a tandoori chicken, and so
absolutely.
So anyway, we have our question. We have the rules set up. Of course, Adam, being the winner, now gets to pick the order, the coveted spot, because this is crucial. Of course, he can't go first though because he won the last one, so he goes last. So, what's the order, Adam? How's it going today?
I'm going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but because I'm never not playing the game, and during the break, I witnessed Andrew sort of confess off air, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm going to cut his time down, and I'm not going to let him be influenced by your advice, Ben. I just want to see what he has to get to right now. So, Andrew, you're out the gates
Andrew
first.
is in the talk.
What a
Because
snake.
you showed that you're not really sure about advice, and so well, be sure right now.
Andrew, I know it was supposed to be a 1-episode thing, but I would like to make it a 2-episode thing. I would like to do the Foley for your entering the Toctagon again. Just one more time, and that's it. Only one more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Here we go.
I'm pulling up in a 16-wheeler big rig. Yeah. The horn. Is this the same sound
Hold
as
on.
the-
I do think it's the same Foley as last week.
No.
It's like
He
a big-
flew in.
It's a big
He
rig, and
flew
it
in,
comes to
remember?
like the smoke. Boom.
That okay? Now I'm
Okay,
listening.
that's the air brakes or whatever they are.
Yeah. Yep.
I
got-
wanted to hear like the horn though and stuff. I kind of wanted more of the.
Can I add a little bit?
All right.
Yes,
Can I
please,
get a-
Adam.
I
Can I get a
guess.
car door slam?
You know,
Can I get a car
I
door slam?
regret renting the 16-wheeler so much.
Yes. Andrew is climbing down and he's slamming the cab door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the sound of me having to hop
No,
down.
I
'cause I'm
wanted
pretty short.
Ben. I wanted Ben to do the car door slam. But what I want to do is try to go, hey, where can a guy get a rub and tug around here?
All right.
All right, he's in there.
I regret renting the 16-wheeler. That was not what I was hoping and planning for.
Well, Andrew, you are in the Toctagon. You, of course, have 3 minutes on the clock, ready to give your advice. Here we go, Andrew. First piece of advice today, and it goes 3, 2, 1, advice.
All right, letter writer. This is a good letter, and it is timely because we've been making a lot of relationship jokes for sure. Don't show me the active time. That's stressful. It's not a NASA mission. I don't need
worry
the
about it.
fucking.
Don't even
I don't need
look
the
at it.
milliseconds. I don't need the.
If you don't like it,
milliseconds.
don't watch it.
This is new gameplay. I like that.
We're going
It
by
keeps the clock.
Austin rules. If you don't
I
like
like
it,
those.
don't watch it.
Yeah.
I think growing up, I'm
Hey,
positive-
Andrew, I asked for consent to show you my clock, and that's all that matters. We're playing.
Wow.
We're playing by
Not my time
Netflix
with your
rules
stepdad
now.
jokes.
Okay.
We grew up steeped. I think any boy, and even nowadays, it's not like sadly, it's not like oh, this is how it used to be back in the day. You grew up steeped in homoerotic jokes and making fun of each other and teasing each other, being like, "You're gay." "No, I'm not." "Oh, you two butt buddies done fucking each other in the locker room." It's like that's just a way that you get marinated in growing up, and if you're fortunate, you can kind of emerge from that and be like, what a stupid way to talk, and I can't believe I used some of the language I used, and you can kind of gain what I would hopefully unpretentiously call like an enlightened state. But as your letter has shown us, we still revert to those jokes all the time, and it's not in a gay panic way. We're not like, no, gross. We're like leaning into it, which and maybe this is just me trying to defend it, but for me feels better because we're not like, oh, it's gross. We're like yes-anding it, where it's like, oh, you two stay the night, and I'm like, yeah, I brought my massage oils or whatever. We're like leaning into the fun of it, but we're still like making a joke out of being gay. And for me, I think the reason that we make it a joke is because we're exaggerating something that's not true. If we were two straight guys, let's say it's Adam and I, and we had another straight woman on the pod with us, we wouldn't be able to riff like, oh, you two go home and fuck last night, because there would be this like layer of truth there that it would be fucking awkward and unprofessional and weird as shit. You don't joke around like, as comedians in the green room, I don't joke around with straight women like, oh yeah, you two get done like kissing. That'd be fucked up. You wouldn't do that. But when
I don't even make eye contact. I just fucking I stay alone in the corner. I don't talk to anyone.
I haven't talked to a woman
it's
in
really
years.
the only safe. It's really the only safe road these days. No, just kidding. But I think when it's like, oh, we're making these jokes about these relationships in this like fictional sense, it feels like we can do it and that it's okay. But it's not that okay because it's not making you feel good. So getting to the core of your question, do you have any advice for not taking stuff like that so personally? I mean, I can't tell you what to take personally and what not to take personally. I could tell you that our intentions, because I know Adam and Ben, I've known for 22 years, are good, and we're just, we're joking around in this way that we see as like playful and fun. But I can't take you not to take it personally because you already did take it personally. So I guess my advice would be we're making little steps in the right direction, and I apologize if we've offended you. That would be my 2 cents.
All right, you went like 53 seconds over just to fucking apologize.
I did go a little
which isn't actually advice.
What an
and as
asshole.
you may recall, Riff
Well,
City
I can't give somebody advice on
asshole.
not to take something personally. If they take it personally, they take it personally. I can't say you
This
shouldn't
is
have
another
taken
one.
it personally.
Last time it was his advice.
There's one
was
question.
No advice.
There's one question. Do you have any advice for not taking
see
stuff
what's
like that so
happening here?
personally? I can't.
He's kind of just not giving advice anymore.
Yeah.
Look, my advice is appreciate the baby steps that straight
Shut
guys
up.
have
Shut up.
made.
Oh, that's going to go over well. That's great.
That's awesome.
I think everybody's going to love that. Adam, am I up?
You're up, bud. How are you getting to the Toctagon?
Wow,
I remember when they went up to Rosa Parks and they said, "Hey, appreciate the baby steps we're using. We're doing our fucking best."
It used to be a lot worse. Look, all right, I don't love it. I don't love it. Ben, how are you getting to the Toctagon?
Well, of course, I've been in Costa Rica in the cloud forest. I'm ziplining down.
Oh wow.
Yes, but of course, while I'm ziplining, Andrew's doing that. I'm also, I've got a Bluetooth speaker. I'm one of those assholes who listens to a Bluetooth speaker out loud, playing Life is a Highway as I'm coming down.
Okay, so Andrew, you go.
or the new Rascal Flats?
No, the original.
Okay.
All right, Andy, you do the zip line. I'll bring it in. Life is a highway. I wanna ride
living for the day, Pura Vida.
If you're going
My way, I wanna ride it.
Ben snuck a howler monkey in his backpack. That is fucking illegal, dude. That is illegal.
Throughout these cities and out these towns, it's in my blood and it's in my mouth.
Mira, ahí está el gringo cantando en el
Rascal
zip
Flats
line.
version,
That
I
was a
think.
Costa Rican guy.
Just tell them where I'll survive. Yeah. All right.
Pura
I'm
vida.
here.
Pura vida.
Here we go. I'm in the Toctagon now. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
2, 1. Advice.
Okay, so I can understand. Fuck you, Andrew. Put that down.
Oh, you don't like seeing your time? I thought you were fine with
Put
it.
that shit down. You're such a dickhead, dude. Okay, so here's the thing.
You don't want to see it, don't look at it.
It's troubling when it's that close. So here, I can't even look at it because it sways. My thing is this. I understand. I don't understand, but I appreciate what it is that you're saying, and I respect what it is that you're saying. I have never taken our banter back and forth as us, and I've never intended. I want to say that I had never had the intention as us mocking homosexuality or same-sex marriage or same-sex relationships. What it was saying to me that Adam and Andrew have gone beyond normal friendship and have now forged a relationship that is bigger than me. They're clearly working together. They're living together. They are now a couple. And that was how, but I do understand where you are coming from. And I will echo the sentiment that Andrew said. I grew up in the middle of a very rural area. I said a lot of terrible things and was taught a lot of terrible things.
Like
and
Like what did you say?
which I will not be recounting here. But what I will say is that I don't think you have to do anything. I don't think you have to do anything to take it less personally. I think the onus is on ourselves to be more aware of that, because it does come across as juvenile and slightly homophobic, even though we may that's the most ubiquitous chorus of a straight white dude is, but I didn't mean it like that. And I never did. That was never the intention. And so I don't think you have to do anything. I think we have to take a look at our behavior and the way we act and try to be a bit better about that. Try to be more aware that it could be read as that. That's my advice. Don't do anything. You've done exactly what you should have. You spoke your mind. Let us take some of that to heart. That's my advice.
Wow, exactly 3 minutes. Exactly.
Boom. Dude, that's
So
2 in a
3
row.
minutes.
I'm fucking getting good, bro.
You are.
I'm getting
You are.
good, bro.
Yep.
All right. That was it.
This is a good episode because you can hear all of us sort of awkwardly try to navigate around it, because we don't want to be those guys, and so being sort of, not for lack of a better term, accused of it makes us feel like, oh fuck, are we doing that? So you can hear the discomfort in all of us because we don't want to be those guys.
Anytime you find yourself making distinctions, I just always worry. I'm like, that's usually a red flag.
Yeah, you're like, now.
But if you look close enough, you'll see the difference, and it's like, uh-oh.
But here's why I love this letter, and here's why I value you guys as friends, because we will do it, and we will awkwardly navigate this as we examine it and try to maybe be better, or make sure we're not, or ask where it is that this is coming from out of us, and think about if that's something we do want to put out there or not. I just think that's, I'm not trying to pat us all on the back, but I like that we're fucking going into this. So
I don't think you're patting us on the back. I think you're saying that's what you appreciate us about us as friends. And
as friends, and it's what I appreciate about comedian friends of mine as well, who will ask these questions. And we are in a world where there's toxic kill Tony shit out there. And I think a lot of our listeners might think there's some Venn diagram. We overlap. We're all comedians. And truthfully, there's not anymore. And I'm glad that I and my buddies are on the side of thoughtfulness and examining the content that they put out versus fuck you, I'll say whatever I want, because that's just clearly led us down this terrible road.
It's also why we're poor, Adam. All right. You are
fucking A. And why every little fucking Trump YouTube influencer's got money galore. Fuck you. So I'd rather be poor.
Ditto. All right. Well, Adam, was that yours?
That's my advice. So yeah.
That was his prologue to giving his.
Oh,
advice.
he's doing his. He does do a prologue.
There's nothing
now to do. Hold
nothing to stop you from doing a prologue.
I do do a prologue, and I'd like to do a dedication. This one is dedicated to my friends.
Oh wow!
I was going to say,
and I want to thank my publisher and my
editor.
editor. Who made it so much better.
I'd like to do a dedication. This is dedicated to all my homies locked down since day one, like we always do about this time. Remember the
it's a DMX?
The Chronic?
Okay,
no, it was the Chronic.
Oh.
Anyway,
Adam, how are you getting to the Toctagon?
Yes, please.
Oh, I just walk up and open the door. And I gently shut it. guys
right,
are very
Adam,
good.
you are
guys
in
are
the
very good.
Adam, you're in the Talktagon. You have 3 minutes on the clock. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're a homophobe.
Jeez. I want to thank you for
Nice
this letter
gamesmanship.
because as my prologue indicated, I do think it's important as a comedian to think about what you are putting out on a regular basis and why you're putting it out there. There's been many times in my career, one of my earliest jokes was about every actor feels like they reach a point in their career where they need to play a mentally disabled person. But I didn't use the word mentally disabled. But it was this was in the year 2004. And I remember maybe 2 years in, I was like, why are you doing that joke? This is like, you're just on stage saying that word. I had another joke during my career where I said the F word, the slur for a homosexual F word. I said it in the context of someone saying it to me, and I pointed out how awful they were for saying that. But at the end of the day, I was like, dude, regardless, you're just yelling that word on stage a number of times. What does a queer person in the audience think of that? Or do they think they like hearing that word? You think about these choices you make, and if you're uncomfortable with them, reverse course or ditch them. And I think any comedian listening to that should be like, I don't care if that joke works. Why are you saying it? And if you stand by it, okay, go for it. But if it does, be like, actually, that's not who I am. Bail on it. So I do want to say in this specific realm of advice fight, I want to give credit where credit's due. I do think Ben, who brought the riff that Andrew and I are co-conspirators against him, was coming from that place of like, you guys have forged a special relationship against me. And then to be a funny guy, he's like, and you have an apartment, and there was a ceremony that took place in the woods. It was never born of like, you guys are fucking each other. It was never that simple. It was kind of a layered, like, you two cohabitate, and that's how much against me you are because you've paired up.
I in his defense, in letter writer's defense, I did say sucking each other off quite a bit, and
well, it's funny that
you dabble in both. You dabble in both the we're cohabitating in like a beautiful, healthy way, and then suck and fuck. You two suck and fuck. It goes both.
And it's funny that Ben did come in right then, throwing himself under the bus, because I was about to say, I do want you to know, letter writer, it was only Ben that did this. It wasn't me and Andrew. It was Ben.
Oh, wow.
Who sort of like, you guys are against me.
Throw
took
me
it
under
here.
the fucking
He could have said,
bus. That's your plan.
You guys started a company called fuckben.com, and that's your website, and I'm sick of it. Nope. But the riff he went to was born of his main backwoods homophobia, and that's Ben. And so what can you do? Do you have any advice? Yeah. Unfollow Ben. Don't go to Ben's shows. Don't be a fan
You
of
fucking
Ben.
asshole.
Andrew and I never went there. Did we yes and? Did we riff? Of course we did. That's what
Beautiful.
we do. We riff.
What a beautiful play. Adam came to play.
It wasn't us. Who
You
did
were
this?
time.
It was
He's done.
Ben.
He's done.
It was Ben.
He's done. He's done.
This was
that was
Ben.
3. You went 15
Amazing.
over. All right.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. I did not see the way you came into that. I did not see that coming. I was blindsided by that one. Wow.
Wow. All
Wow.
right.
Nice gamesmanship there.
Dog, my curve goes 12 to 6.
Oh, God. Well, anyway, all right. Well, we have our 3 pieces of advice. We are going to take a break, deliberate amongst ourselves, and really by ourselves to figure out who we're going to vote for. When we return, we're going to have the results. In the meantime, check out that Patreon page, patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. But we will be right back with voting. Stay tuned.
We are back. It is the 3rd act, everyone. And as you all know, that means it is time to vote to crown an advice fight winner. There must be a winner. That's our one rule. There must be a winner.
It's like Highlander. There can be only one.
Dude, can you imagine if there was a tie? That would be awful.
Yeah.
This
It
is
would be
not
weird.
As the guest in last season, disaster. That
Yeah.
was a
Oh my
disaster.
God.
That's why
Was
I
that
haven't
Maria?
talked.
Was it
I haven't-
We
Maria?
didn't even know how to
Yeah, it was
score it.
Maria.
We're like, is this a win for everyone? Is this a loss for everyone?
That
It
was
a
so bad we
nightmare.
stopped doing guests. We were like, Maria, you
Well, I
ruined
haven't
guests.
I haven't talked to her since.
Yeah.
Was
And I
a
refused.
I unfollowed
nightmare.
her. I unfollowed
Yeah.
her.
But this
You
was
know
a
that
great letter.
Milo's
It
middle
is-
name was Maria, and we
You
changed it.
changed it.
Yeah.
Ben Maria Roy.
Milo
is so
Maria
funny.
So
Roy.
Catholic.
Yeah.
I mean, so Catholic.
Malcolm's middle name was Maria, and Ellis's was Thayre, and now we just went X for both of them. So it's Malcolm X Caton Holland and Ellis X
Thayer, Caton Holland. That dude's going to be a novelist.
Ellis Thayer is actually a pretty good name.
We
Well,
yeah,
this is a great letter.
Yeah.
And like we said in the second act, it's great to get a letter like this. It's like, hey, I don't know if you guys see things the way I do. Here's my perspective. The world is made up of countless perspectives, and sharing your perspective with others, it's great because you can make them maybe take a beat, take whatever 55 minutes out of their day to kind of take a look at either how they're behaving or why they're behaving or both. You know, like, where does this come from? Why did we do this kind of thing?
Yeah.
and
and
useful.
I am still unwashing all of the garbage off me that that I learned a long time.
Unwashing?
Yeah, unwashing.
Unwatching. It almost sounds right. It almost sounds right.
Doesn't it? It does, but it's not. And that I do know now after further reflection.
And see, that's part, and that is reflecting.
And
now
that-
you're thinking about your word choice.
Exactly, and
What-
I'm looking
why did I
back and
say
I'm
this?
like, fuck, I'm stupid. But I am it's still washing away, not unwashing, still washing away all of a lot of things. And but I think, as Adam pointed out, at least in the healthiest part of his advice, that we are totally willing to look at it and look at ourselves.
And I'm about the same age as you guys. We were steeped in like real homophobic shit growing up. And that was like, you heard the F slur all the fucking time. You said it to be like one of the dudes. It was just, then at some point,
I mean,
kind of moved
yeah.
on. And that's what really gets me mad and on my high horse about a lot of the fucking other side of comedy I'm talking about, who it seems like their whole crusade, even the sort of like there's some who are like, I could say whatever I fucking want. Trump's on my podcast. I'm on this side. And then there are some who stick their toe in there and still just say the F word and say the R word and are like, whatever, it's not that big a deal. And it's like, fucker, I ditched this in 8th grade. And like now you're trying to get back to this shit. Like, give me a fucking break. So I know a lot of comics listen to this podcast, and I just say, yeah, is it really like, who are you punching down? What group are you fucking targeting? Don't you think they might have it hard enough, and you just want to be lazy in your language? Have more interesting words.
I guess that's my thing, is like when people are like, dude, they're taking our word. You can't find another funny, clever way to say whatever it is you were trying to convey with that, you know.
Yeah, the slur. And if you can't, then it probably was a shitty joke. It probably sucked.
Yeah.
But I think with our joking, I do think, again, if there's such a thing,
Ben's
maybe
joking.
I'm out of my
Ben's
ass.
joking.
But yeah, Ben's joking. I do think that it is a different kind of layer of it that has gotten rid of the more toxic trappings of it, the like gay panic, the like, no, I'm not, or like, you're gross, you're doing this, and it's more of a game of like, oh, you two and your little sucking fuck fest, and we're like, yeah, you're just jealous. You couldn't
I
be
too
there.
agree, and I agree, and I'm not throwing Ben on the bus. I think all of us do go down that riff. I agree. It's more sophisticated. It's more nuanced. It's less knee-jerky afraid of actual homosexuality. I do think the seed of it and why we laugh is because of a discomfort of like men coupling, or still viewing it societally as like something not status quo.
I just
so
think
there's a
it's
seed of like non-traditional. It's
residual.
It's residual
goonery that we like.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
It's so I think we can honestly look in the mirror of that and be like, I think the 5-10% of this riff might be born out of the same shit we were doing when we were in 7th grade of like, two guys are fucking each other. Blah. And I just think it's worth examining. That's why I'm like grateful for the letter.
Yeah, it's a really interesting letter, and thank you for writing it. We're going to vote. We will quickly recap our piece of
Before we
advice.
vote, though, I do also want to say we'll absolutely joke around like this again. It's so stitched into our DNA. Like taking this interesting look at our behavior is like super useful, and even like trying to be mindful of it going forward. But you can make a cash bet. You're gonna hear Ben say "suck and fuck" again probably in this episode. He's
suck and fuck could just be a sexual
I don't
panoply.
think I will. I highly doubt I would relapse that quickly.
I just want to go on record and say we're gonna joke around like that in the future because it's in the marrow of our bones. Sadly enough.
I agree. I'm sure we'll trip down that road again, and we'll find it very funny. But I do just want the letter writer or anybody else who's wondered why that happens to know that we're like, yeah, our hearts are not that we think about it, and we'll try to do better.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to recap our answers before we vote. Well, let's recap real quick.
Mine was. In the words of Virginia Slims, we've come a long way, baby. And I also wanted to apologize specifically to this letter writer if we made them uncomfortable with our joking. It was never our intention, but I apologize to them.
And I do have to say, I do think a second example, arguably, of no advice by Andrew.
Yes,
arguably.
I agree.
One could argue that.
My advice is that I do not believe you have to do anything. You did your part. You sent in a letter expressing your concern. Now that's up to us as people who are willing to listen and to look at their own behavior.
That's also like no advice. So
my advice is you do have to do something. You must cancel Ben.
That is the only strong advice.
We have our advice. As I said, we each vote for one another. You can't vote for yourself. In the event of the three-way tie, it'll go to the poll, to an audience poll, Patreon.
Ye vote.
I would love it if the poll was there's one Polish man who determines the winner, and it will go to the poll, and that person it's always that guy, and we just value his opinion.
Yep.
Oh, you use the word Pole now? Wow.
That's not a slur.
Really woke.
And I'm Polish. It's not a slur, and I'm Polish.
I'm just kidding.
You do look Polish.
Thank you. I don't. I'm proud of that.
All right, Andrew.
All right.
What do you vote?
I'm voting for Adam because his advice was funny and it made me laugh.
Dude, come on. It's not helping anybody. And I just basically reworded yours into an actual response, a piece of advice. That's all I did. So it shows how little you actually believed in your own answer. And whatever. Fuck you. And is it my turn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This is tough. God damn it. I'm going to go with Andrew's. Because Andrew was basically me. He was basically saying what I was. We're both basically saying the same thing. And I agree with him on that. I agree, looking at the behavior.
There's no way you shouldn't have just said me. You should have both just said Adam, and we should have won this.
I thought he would, but I kind of applaud Ben for sticking to his guns.
And if you're going to do gameplay, motherfucker, I will send this to the poll.
No.
Wow.
Again?
Wow.
send it to Krakow. You think I'm just gonna fucking give it to Andrew?
3 ties in a row.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was robbed today through Ben's gameplay. And sometimes you need to have a backbone and just make the right fucking vote, and you didn't do it. And I will
see,
take
this
it to
is
the
actually good gameplay because he knows that Patreon is going to vote to cancel me.
Yeah.
And that's what he,
This should be
Patreon's going to vote for the right advice. They're going to vote for the right advice.
But I would ask Patreon subscribers to use your head and vote with your heart, not with your funny bone.
Use your head and vote with your heart, not with your funny bone.
Please do not vote with your funny bone.
And it's not a lot. 0.5 milligram of Xanax is not a lot. And that's the shocking part. But
it does give you new words like unwashed.
Well, it's just enough to like confuse you enough a little bit. So you find new word friends, and I like that.
New word
friends.
All right, well, Patreon, you have your vote again. Another one. Adam is throwing it in there, and God, he may run the board.
I would have absolutely. Adam had to trigger that.
You know, sometimes you're like, maybe I'll get a vote over there. I just felt like I was robbed today by a homophobe.
Hi T, I am not a homophobe. I love you. I appreciate you listening, and more importantly, I appreciate you speaking your mind and coming to us and saying that.
I like that the joke changes from the gay coupling jokes to you're a homophobe jokes.
It's that easy, comedians. Just switch it.
See, this is what
Just
I'm talking
flip it around.
Hi T, this is what I'm talking about. It's this kind of suck and fuck that these two do to each other.
Stop it.
No, what?
Stop it.
IT,
well,
thank you for sending this in.
You can
Yeah,
vote
for real.
just by visiting
Great
our
letter.
Patreon. You don't
I'm
have
sorry.
to.
Oh, go ahead, Ben. I'm talking right over you. Let's just keep talking
I
over
cut
each
you
other,
off.
Andrew. Let's go for as long as we can. Let's talk to each other, over each other as long as we can.
Anyway, just go.
As Andrew was trying to say before these two finish each other's sentences again, that you don't have to be a Patreon member to be able to vote. All you do is you just go ahead, visit patreon.com/Grolic Saves. You can vote. You can be part of the vote. Rock the vote. Get out and vote. Your vote counts. So, yeah, there it is. We will crown the winner at the beginning of next week's episode. But thank you again, Hi T. Thanks for sending the letter, and thanks for sending something earnest and very forthcoming about where you're at. We appreciate it. And
we very much do. Ben, you're thanking High T. Why don't you just keep thanking all the important people?
I'd love to thank producer Ron Doyle Rules for all his help making the podcast happen. Big shout out to Mike Henderson from Plan 9 Sound for all of his help recording the audio at our live show. Big thank you to Charlie Continental for those dulcet tones you hear coming at you at the beginning of the episode. Follow us everywhere on social media, all of the meads at Grolic's Comedy, and be sure to check out that Patreon page, patreon.com/Grolic Saves. Where are you guys going to be? Where can people see you? What's coming up for you?
Andrew, do you want to drop the big news?
We got some news for you. If you're a fan of this podcast, but you want to both see us, hear us, and smell us,
maybe
we will
touch
be
us.
doing a live advice fight April 30th, the last Thursday of this month, April 30th. We're going to be at Dude IDK Studios here in Denver. It's a cozy little spot. We are not going to have a lot of tickets for this puppy, so you're going to want to pounce on those. I think Dude IDK is bringing in this chef Pat.
Pat.
Chef Pat's legit. It's great.
Amazing food. There's going to be food. That's going to be a great time. We're going to have that ticket link in the show notes. That's the last Thursday of this month, the 30th. If you're listening to this when it comes out, this Friday, I'm headlining the Chain Reaction Brewery, which I've always have a very fun time at that show.
Absolutely.
I haven't been there in a minute, so check that out. And you can see me headline the Comedy Works Wednesday, the 29th. Those tickets are already on sale at Comedy Works South. Please come down there. Come down. Please.
All
Please,
right.
you have to dilute the normal crowd. I need you to dilute the normal
Greenwood
crowd.
Village. Yes. Adam, what do you got? Adam?
Right on the heels of Andrew about the live advice fight, I do want to say, if you have little quick questions for us, send them in. At the live shows, we do speed advice. So if you're coming and you buy tickets, think about a little question you'd like to drop into the box, or you can message us. You can send a quick one in. Decent odds we'll read it at the live show. I want to tell people, if you live in Colorado, my movie is making its Colorado premiere this Sunday, April 12th at the Boulder Theater. It's part of the Boulder International Film Festival. I have no idea where ticket sales are. They could be few left. I don't know. Film festivals usually sell pretty well. So if you're in Colorado and you want to see my movie, this Sunday at the Boulder Theater is your chance. It's a matinee, 12:30 p.m. Get tickets before they're gone. And I don't think I'm going to do another screening in Colorado until it's out in theaters. So this is your one chance.
Go check it out, y'all. Go see it. Go see it. Cool. If you're listening to this when this comes out, I am going to let you know that next week, April 15th, that is Wednesday, movie night returns. Movie night with Adam, Kate, and Holland, and myself and Rory Scovel. That's going to be happening. And then I will also be in Santa Fe on Friday, April 17th, doing a show. I'll be doing two shows, actually, 17th and 18th. The 17th will be with these little cake comedy kids that put on these indie shows. It's going to be fun. And then I will be with Josh Blue at the Buffalo Thunder Casino in Santa Fe telling jokes.
That Buffalo Thunder, that's loud.
I think that's what it's called, or Thunder
that Buffalo
Buffalo.
Thunder, that scares
Buffalo
my dog.
Thunder, Buffalo Thunder, or Thunder Buffalo. Nope, that's not it. It's called Thunder Buffalo.
What? That's
No.
funny. All right, let's get Ben a nap.
It's not it. Buffalo.
We're going to shepherd.
Buffalo.
Hey, Ben, can
Buffalo
I just say,
Champer.
and I know I'm kind of jinxing it here right at the end, congrats on making it through a whole episode without your Wi-Fi dropping.
Yeah, big W for Ben.
Thunder
Big
Buffalo.
dubs.
I was right, guys.
Yeah. Okay, you covered your bases on the
No,
wording.
guys, sorry. Buffalo Thunder.
Jesus. Just be sure to get tickets. Run, don't walk to get tickets to that.
But you're going to want to, you see how cool my shoe looks in this.
That is a Xanax ankle right there. Look at that. You can't get that bounce. You can't get
He's
that
got
bounce any
Xanax
other way.
ankles.
All
But
right,
that is an episode. We did make it through. I think we've
You
corrected.
fucked up. I can't believe you didn't just give me the win. That is, hey, Patreon, do the right thing. That's so fucked what Ben did today.
Don't.
And he's just
Don't.
lashing out.
If Patreon robs you, that will be the ultimate tier
Patreon,
of
think about
gamesmanship.
the actual good advice, which is that this listener doesn't have to do anything more than what they did, which
Think
is
about who
express
made the
it.
listener feel this way in the first place and punish them accordingly.
Oh, I'm the only one that's made butt fucking and hand job jokes. Get out of town. I can't even do this. Play us out, Charlie. Get this rotting corpse out of here.
Hurt people, Ben.
We're here to help you mostly just fine. Advice fine. I think you're wrong, 'cause I know I'm right. Advice fine. I say advice, you say fight. I say advice, you say fight. Advice, fight, advice, fight, advice, fight, advice, fight, advice, fight.
Make jokes about making love, Ben. There's a difference.